All right, everybody, we got arm day. Let's go. So we started with shoulders, work ourselves into some triceps, and then we finished out with biceps. Hope you all enjoy. Let's get after it. So we're about to get into shoulders here. We're going to start with 2 lateral movements, which will be cables, and then we'll do dumbbells, and then I'll finish out with just some light overhead presses. Just because I really want to work on getting width in my frame. So just focus on the lateral to make your shoulders look wide. But yeah, big thing on these, slow contract at the top, and make sure when you pull back down, you get across that midline. And I also start with the cable up a couple clicks just because it keeps better tension towards the bottom part of the set. So let's get after it. Come on. So, ooh. So I just switched my training routine from chest, back, arms, legs to chest one day, back one day, still arms their own day, and then legs. So I'm doing a little bit more volume on my shoulders since we're not getting hit as often, and that's why I'm focusing on the lateral movements, just because that front delt gets worked a lot through other movements. And I'm saying with that rear delt, the lateral, you really do have to focus in on it. So here we go. Cross that midline. Oh my. Oh. All right, about to get off of the third set here, and I'm just going to try and fully fatigue the movement here. Just going to try and burn it out as much as possible, whether that's with partials and then a drop set, or a hold at the top and then a slow eccentric, or whether I just drop it immediately and then just hold the drop sets with the eccentric. I haven't quite decided yet, but we're gonna find out when we get there. We'll just see how my shoulder's feeling. I'll do whatever I feel like it needs to get fully fatigued. So here we go. Come on now. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, huh? All right, we're just gonna hold the top and slow the eccentric down here. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Ripper, absolute ripper. Gosh. All right, come on. All right. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 3. All right, so last week when I did these sets, I did 25 pounds here for 10 clean reps, and then drop set it on the last two. So we're gonna try and get 11 clean reps, still with a drop set on the last two. And I know you're probably thinking, this guy's fucking crazy. Back to back lateral raise movements. Call me crazy. In 6 months from now, call me boulder shoulders. Don't hate me because you hate me. I'm telling you, boys. You want it to grow, just beat the shit out of it. Responsibly, of course, with proper recovery, but. Not quite 10. Little body English. Not quite the normal 10 there, but it's because I started with the lateral movement. Last time I didn't. Last time I started with an overhead press. So pre-exhaustion leads to a little bit less force that you can output. It's just a simple math equation. I've actually got 8 clean reps, I felt like. So I'm not mad about it. Could have been better. Yeah, I'm not going to try and do better this set, 100%. But, you know, can't always improve, so you just got to make the intensity a little harder. Oh, man. Another thing I just thought of, right, is count your calories. Oh, such a bitch. Holy. I just started doing it, and I was like, man, it blows. But once I know what I normally eat and how many calories are in it, it'll be a lot easier. It's just, it's such, like, to grow, you need to track everything until you're 100% confident that you know the exact in and out of your body. The same with your weights. You gotta be able to progressively overload week to week to the best of your abilities, whether that's intensity, reps, weight. And it's just a pain in the ass to track, but for the long-term results, that's how you're gonna see them. Ah, ah, and some people are going to say those are bad reps at the end. You know what? If you can get a little more out of those after starting with strict clean reps, who cares? You're just adding to your intensity. And sure, you're using other like muscles and body groups when you're throwing that weight a little bit, but as long as you still feel it in the shoulders, you're still getting quality out of those reps. Like I said, 10 pounds, super light. And I just go behind the back. I think doing those gets you way more rear delt activation. But first last set, I'm lightening the weight on both because I want to get a little better quality out of these two. So on that last set, I got 7 clean reps ish with the 25s, which I've never started the lateral movement, and I went to another lateral movement. Didn't realize how taxing it was going to be on those medial delts, and I'm dropping the weight for the set down to 20s and 5 pounds. So leave the ego at the door. Don't be afraid to cut weight back to get more quality, because at the end of the day, it's just you versus you, man. No one you're trying to impress, no one you need to impress. Body English, let's go. Oh, way better set. Way better set. Oh, I don't know if it looked better, but boy, oh boy, felt way better through the medial and the rear side of the delt side. All right, so contrary to popular sentiment in the gym community, I'm finishing with an overhead movement. Maybe 2 if I don't feel like my shoulders are fully fatigued after these. But typically this does the trick for me, and I have the 45-pound dumbbells, and I go super slow, super controlled on the way down, right? Get it nice and deep, and then back up. And I really focus on trying to just contract at the top, because I had a long time connecting with it was a long time for me to connect with my shoulders really well for that mind muscle, but starting to get better with it. But it can always get better, you know? So these are just to help with that mind muscle connection. And that's why I also think that me starting with lateral raises has really helped my shoulder growth, just because I don't think there's a better movement to feel your shoulder than a lateral raise, especially on a cable with tension the whole way through like that. Oh man, it was the best. But I mean, you also can't beat an overhead press, whether that's with like this or a military, or if you can do it on a plate loaded machine like I have at my box gym. All are great viable options, as long as you push it hard and get the most out of your sets. So, that being said, let's get the most out of this one, huh? Fuck. Ah. Ah. Oh. All right, let's hold. Nope, we're gonna have to rest right here. That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, oh, telling you, the extra 2 reps there, those add up over the course of 365 days. You hit a lift every 4th day. So we'll say you get 80 shoulder days a year with less no rest days, no life happening, you can't make it to the gym days. You get 80 of these days. You can bang out an extra 160 extra reps. Adds up over the course of a year, man. Those minuscule amounts add up. Oh, I haven't even touched the drop set yet, and there's the blood we were looking for. Oh, there it is, boys. All right, so done with shoulders, and they feel great. Now it's on to triceps, and I'm just starting with the rope instead of flat bar because I've done flat bar for like a month straight as my starter, and I was ready to give a little switch up, So those will still be a part of the lift today, though, because those are elite. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Oh, huh. So I was like 16, and then put it in front of me. I was able to get like 3 more. And you're probably thinking, man, you're going way too light. I would say you're probably right. So we're gonna up it 1, but I go light on these and lighter on push downs because my right elbow always gets a little tweaked when I go too heavy. It just doesn't like it. So I've also been trying to focus just on some ISO holds, strengthen my tendons and joints up. But that's why we went lighter, and we will go lighter on these because this is the fastest. This and straight bar push downs flare up my elbows so bad. So that's why we go a little lighter on these. Time for the second set here. Up the weight by 1 notch. So
Hopefully, I can get a little bit less reps because it was a little excessive last time. A little less reps, still with the same quality and control. And I'll still bang out those in front of my body because I don't know why, but once I hit failure back, just throwing the elbows and dropping it in front, I can get a couple more reps. So I tend to do that. Come on. Let's go. Oh, my drop set. Oh. Into the flat bar push downs. And don't forget, make these feel like a dip. Like get real stretched in the tricep and then down. Don't just be out in front of you, like hinging at the elbow. Almost drive the elbows up and back. That's what I'm saying. It feels so good that sometimes it's just better to get your sets done here because you're feeling it. Oh, all right, rest pause, rest pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slow it down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, oh, great way to intensify the end of the set. Unreal. Fuck. Fuck. Ouch. My triceps feel like they're cramping off my arm.
Good problem to have.
Alright, last set on here. Can do one more drop set and then we'll do 1 or 2 sets of kickbacks just to fully burn out. So these are the exact same as doing bent over kickbacks. You're just standing and leaning back into it more. So I prefer to do these because I feel like I can load it a little more. All right, fellas, on the biceps. All right, now the triceps are fully burned out. Just getting on the biceps here. Starting with dumbbell curls. Just 4,000 hammer curls to get a little more pressure there. Holy. All right, on the second set here, and once I fail, instead of doing those hammer curls, I'm just gonna stop at the bottom, hold the stretch, pause for a second, and then see if I can use a little body English to get a couple more reps in. And it might be a double arm type situation instead of a single arm. We'll see. Oh, fuck. A couple breaths in. Okay, so when I was recording this clip, I didn't realize that the microphone was dead. So here I'm just talking about how I was trying to improve on my shoulder width and how I just want to have a wider frame, right? That's why I hit those lateral delt sets for 2 back to back, so I'm just trying to work on that. And then here I'm just showing the tricep and how I'm really trying to grow my thickness of my triceps from the back and the front. So I'm really prioritizing some short head work, but also focusing on a tight stretch and a tight squeeze in the long head of that tricep, because I'm trying to also get that nice underbelly depth when I hold my arms out to the side. And then the big back baby pose, I mean, come on. My biceps are my best muscle group. I mean, how could you be upset about that, you know? Nice full biceps with a good peak from the back. That's awesome. Now we just need to, fill out those arms and get those bad boys looking real juicy. But with that being said, everybody, I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a great lift. We're still learning how to pose, so, don't judge too hard. And with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Whoop whoop.